Hello Scorpio, welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. I am back with another quick reading for you. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Tonight, this morning, this afternoon, this evening. I hope that you're staying blessed, staying encouraged. Just hold on in there. Don't give up. Don't give in. Better days are ahead. It doesn't matter what you see right now. And if you are in a season where you're in better, just keep thanking the divine, just continue to do what you're doing. You are blessed. You are highly favored. If this is your first time, I believe you are divinely guided to be here. And I hope that this message will resonate with you and you will become a part of the tribe here. If you're a returning subscriber, I thank you so very much for your kindness, your support. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you, and I'm sending you, all of you, much love, much light. Thank you so very much for being a part of this tribe, this family of divine ones over here. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Mam Lambo, self-sabotage. That's the first deck that came out. Self-sabotage, Scorpio. So who is it? Are you sabotaging yourself? Is someone sabotaging you? Only you can answer that question. It's like she's dressed in the snake skin. Spirit, there is the moon over there. Things are hidden. And Spirit is warning you, warning us about sabotaging ourselves. So Spirit is saying that you're holding yourself apart from your blessings. What ancient pain are you trying to stuff down, numb, ignore, or avoid? What does your self-sabotage help you to avoid? Spirit saying your inner saboteur is clever. Seductive patterns of behavior block your path and your power. Distractions, addictions, cravings, and unhealthy habits will not bring you your best. Your inner bully is the voice telling you you messed up. The part of you that is jealous. The anger you don't know what to do with. You're stuck in inner procrastinator and your toxic relationship choices. Spirit is saying stop terrorizing yourself with broken promises of discipline. Instead, choose devotion to your chosen pathways. What inspired action can you take today? So Spirit is saying, you can see, it's like I said, she's dressed in snake skin. And it's all around in like that muddy pit. Why are you sabotaging yourself? Spirit is saying. What is it are you numbing, stuffing down? Spirit is saying whatever it is on the inside of you that is allowing you to feel guilt. See, that's what the enemy does. The enemy makes us feel guilty. God does not make us have guilt. And so when we, as we close our eyes, as we wake up the first thing in the morning, those mistakes, those choices, those habits that come up in front of us that make us feel guilty, that is not from God. So Spirit is saying you're allowing your past pain, that inner bully on the inside. Don't allow that to kill your dreams, your future, your potential. Stop clothing yourself in your pain, in your shame. See, the difference, for example, when Jesus, before he went to the cross, Judas did the betraying, Peter did the denying. Peter was convicted after he lied like 3 times that he does not know who Jesus is. Judas, who sold Jesus to be killed, it was guilt that why he hung himself. So you see, you have 2 men who committed sin, but 2 very different outcomes. Because Judas allowed his guilt to overcome him, he would have received forgiveness just as Peter did. But see, that's what Spirit is saying. That inner bully, that inner thing, it's not what we eat, it's what is eating us on the inside. Spirit is saying that inner thing that is sabotaging us, it is very clever. It knows exactly, the enemy knows exactly how to strike. There was a point in my life when every morning as I wake up, the enemy would hit me with something, and I would have to hit him back with a word. If you are sick and the enemy is telling you, oh, you're not gonna live, the Spirit is saying the power of life and death is in your tongue. You need to let the enemy know that I shall not die but live to declare the word of the Lord. You need to speak life into your situation. When the enemy reminds you of your past, ladies, gentlemen, my brothers, my sisters, please remind the enemy of your future. How you are seen in the eyes of the divine, in the eyes of God, that is how you are. You are a new creature. You are not the mistakes of your past. All of us have sinned, we fall short of the glory. All of us have things in our life that if we did not decide to get up, to stand up, there would be no businesses out there open tomorrow. We have to step out of that. You need to step out of this skin. Rise out of this. As I was pre-shuffling earlier, one of the cards that jumped out was liberation. And the other card that came out was truth. You are free. You are free. And sometimes even after you forgive people, the hardest part to do is to forgive ourselves. When the divine forgave us a long time ago. Spirit is saying choose life so that not only you and your children, your descendant can live. Don't get so hung up on the past that you decide to use your mistake to dress yourself. You're not a victim. You're a victor. You're an overcomer. Change that mindset. Change that way of thinking. See, in the end, Jesus looked at Peter and called Peter the rock. On this rock will I build my church, and the gates of hell cannot prevail against it. All because one man was willing to say, I am sorry. I forgive myself. I messed up. Yes, he felt ashamed. But he did not stay there. He did not stay in this pit. You see all this murky water. Don't dress like your pain. Don't wear your pain. At the back of the deck, Spirit is saying it's harvest time. It's time for you to start celebrating, to enjoy yourself, to party, whatever it means. It's harvest time. It's reaping season for you. This is what Spirit is saying. But there is no way. You know, sometimes I read comments, and thank you for your comments. It is greatly appreciated. I love reading them. And it's like, how do I do it? You have to change your mindset. When is God gonna create a breakthrough for me? You know, how comes all these things happening for years and God is not stopping it? What are you doing? What are you stopping? God is not going to come and do for us what we can do for ourselves. You know when you are walking in, you're doing the will of God. I'm not talking about perfection here. But you know where you are in your spiritual walk, your journey. And if you're walking or you're trying to do the work and the enemies come upon you and you're having all these haters and whatever it is that is coming up in your path, some of these stuff, yes, the enemy is gonna send, because when you're no longer a part of that tribe, the enemy is gonna come after you now because you're a threat. But what you need to realize is that the enemy cannot do anything to you unless the divine gives the enemy permission to do it. So even though you're going through this thing, it's because God knows that you are capable. Just like Job lost everything, but God knows one thing. His wife, his friends cursed God and died. God knows that he would not do that. And it's the same thing for you. Whatever you're going through right now, you are making the divine proud of you. That you're holding it, you're carrying it, you're standing up for truth, you're standing up for life. This is your calling in this life, this world, not to be, at peace, everything is all fluffy and roses. No, we are here on a mission. So you have to realize that when you decide to take up your cross, when you decide to take up your cross and follow the divine, that you're going to have challenges, but all of them are going to work together for your good. After your mission is done, just like one of those James Bond movie, I like when everything is said and done, they would go on a vacation. That's kind of like where the movie ends. They get a treat. And yes, Spirit wants you to have harvest. It's not just for us to come here, work and die, to suffer. But again, you have to be willing to want to make change happen in your life as well. The divine is not going to get up. It's like you want a job. God is not going to come down here and give you a shower. No. To get up to go to an interview, you will have to do that. The divine will place the right people in your path. But you will have to work on that resume. You will have to get yourself together and get to that place of your appointment. That is how the divine works in your life. Queen Nefertiti, alchemy. Alchemy. Is it time? You turn everything that life throws your way into gold. You're on the path to fulfilling your purpose. You are an alchemist. You have the power to bend universal energy. Dare to transmute lead into gold by shifting from fear to love. Everything you desire exists in some form of loving energy. Match this frequency. See it in your mind's eyes. Imagine it. I am loved fully. What does it look, taste, and smell like to be loved unconditionally? I am happy and healthy. See it. I am a money magnet. What does it feel like? So Spirit is saying you are the alchemist. Everything that you touch turns to gold. And Spirit is asking you the question, is it time that you turn everything that life throws your way into gold? Is it time you turn your mess into a message? Is it time that your pain becomes your purpose? Stop wallowing in your mess. Spirit is saying, take your power back. You are the alchemist. Everything you touch turns to gold. And this is why the enemy wants you to sabotage yourself. This is why the enemy, instead, every night when you're falling asleep, before you fall asleep or as your eyes open, the enemy fill your mind with doubt, with guilt, with fear. Spirit is saying, instead of that, see it in your mind's eye. Imagine it. Instead of saying you're hated, I'm loved. I am blessed and highly favored. Use affirmations. When you do that, when you say that, how does it look? You're loved unconditionally. Even if you're in unloving situation, even if you're in situations, workplace, in your family where they don't love you, but you need to know that the divine loves you unconditionally. And in that way, people cannot sabotage you. You cannot sabotage yourself because you're not depending on the love of another. This is you coming into yourself, into your fullness. Spirit is saying, when you come into this, when you drop this snake clothing, stop hanging around with fake people who are sneaky, lying, cheating. Stop numbing ourselves with addictions and fears and lust, toxic situations. When you take off that skin, look at who you are. You are royalty. You are blessed. You're abundant. Everything, I said it before, everything the enemy meant for your evil will work and turn out to be your good for your life. Because you are the alchemist. And this is why I said you don't have to wear your pain. Because even if you're going through situations in your life where you're saying, why me, why me? The divine had to give the enemy permission to come after you. But when it's all said and done, you're going to be in your fullness, in your glory. Just get out of this place of stuckness. Spirit is saying you are worthy. Worthiness. You are worthy. Pour into yourself. You see this? 4 + 1 is 5. Change. You can have your own feast, your own party by yourself. You don't need to be stuck in situations where you are ignored or used, where you are tolerated but you're not appreciated. Spirit is saying you're worthy. And this is all because you decide, those of you, if you choose to take it off. And then when I look at her closely, you know, the back is bare. It's slipping down her arm. So is it that some of you, you're trying to shed the negative ways, the negative mindset, the addictions, And you're doing it slowly, but you're dibbling, you're dabbling. You can't. The divine does not appreciate lukewarm. It's either you're in or you're not. So you need to take it off. Shed what no longer serves you. And step into who you are. Step into who you are. You are royalty, you're powerful. Spirit is saying you're worthy. We saw the card before with harvest. You know, this is what Spirit wants for us. So again, a lot of times we're asking the divine, when is my season? When is my time? And the divine is asking, is waiting on you, actually, to change. Because there is nothing the divine can do for you if you don't decide to change. Number 15, Sekhmet. Wounded healer. Sekhmet, wounded healer. Now, for a lot of you and a lot of us, you may look at readers on these channels and you may say, you guys seem like you have it all together. Nobody have it all together. We are all in this together. It's because some people decide to do the work. Some people, Spirit, wake us up. We decided to do the inner work. And so we are here to motivate, to inspire, to reach back, to wake up the collective as well, because somebody did it for us. And so it is not because we are perfect, but we are all wounded healer in some aspect. Because even while we are sharing with you, we ourselves are going through obstacles. I go through most of the everyday challenges that a lot of people go through as well. The heartache, the heartbreak, the disappointments, the setbacks, the proud moments, the smiles, the joys, the compliments, the congratulations, the ebb and the flow of life. That's what life is all about. Spirit is saying, heal yourself. Everyone gets your best except you. You're a healer among your tribe. Stop putting your needs last. When did you decide to become a martyr? Take a breath. Wounded healers hold sadness, rage, and fears of brokenness. Being a warrior wasn't a choice for our beloved foremothers. They did the best they could. But being a goddess warrior for us is knowing that we have the choice not to fight all the time. So Spirit is saying it is safe to put ourselves first. So a lot of us, even though while we're going through these, we're doing our work. We're healing wounds in our lives. And Spirit is saying it is time that we put ourselves first. Put ourselves first. When did we decide to become a martyr? To sacrifice ourselves, to dress like what other people want us to be, so that we cannot be our authentic self. See, it's like she's wearing the snake skin, but she's not happy. She's not comfortable. It's like a baby sitting in a wet diaper. She's not happy. Whether you're male or female, this is just an energy. But you're not happy, and you're stuffing yourself down in a relationship, in a job, with friends who you do not resonate with. You really feel like you want to fly on the inside, but they're keeping you back. They don't know that in your quiet time, you're listening to these messages, and something inside of you is on fire. Something inside of you is unraveling, it's awakening. You know that you're here for something greater, something more powerful. But you're so trying to fit in. And this is why things that you're praying for, asking for, it's not working out. Because no. It's like Jonah, the divine wants you to go to Nineveh. You decide to take the ship somewhere else. God is not going to bless that. No. So you need to surrender. You need to take this off to allow the divine to come inside of you, for you to do the healing. Some of you already did that. And now you're in celestial alignment. Yes. You're vibrating on a higher level again. 41. 4 plus 1 is 5. You are one with the divine. I'm telling you, you are there waiting on the divine, on God. And the divine is waiting on you. The divine is waiting on you. Spirit is saying your natural path is to be in alignment with your own divinity. No one can take from you what they did not give you. Wow. Stop worrying about what other people take from you. Because the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. What is yours is yours. What is mine cannot be under mine. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred. Everything that you desire is in that frequency. Match it with your feelings. That is the energy of a god or goddess. And Spirit wants you to know that you're always being guided in the light or in the right direction. Yes. Your natural path is to be in alignment, in one straight line. Again, if you're catching some water at the pipe, if you're catching it in a cup, if you move the cup, the water is still running, but nothing is going in the container. But if you want to get water in that container, you have to make it align with the pipe. And this is what I'm saying. In order for you to come into the fulfillment, the blessings of the divine, we must align ourselves. We can't be dibbling and dabbling here, and then whatever it is, if you go to church, mass, whatever, whether you're Sabbath or Sunday, then you run back to church. You're not fooling anybody but yourself. All you're gonna see is the people who are willing to take it off. The people who are willing to shed the fakeness, the falsehood, the falseness. You're gonna see them come and pass you, surpass you, advance you. And you're still wondering, what is wrong with me? Well, you choose not to do the work fully. You choose not to shed it all. One of the good things that I feel in my life at this point, and that is why that encouraged me to do what I'm doing in my purpose, my calling, is the breakaway of the traditional church or religion, where we have to hold this thing together. On Sundays or whenever you worship, I have to dress the part. And then when I look holy, have a look of holiness on the outside, but on the inside, I am empty. I am dead. There is nothing going on the inside. That way, God says, is like you're a whitewashed tomb. Outside is pretty, but inside is just filled with dead man's bone. And when you can embrace who you are, whose you are, your true self is more than your clothes, your makeup. This is not about the bishop or the pastor. You will have to give a record of how you live your life, how you spend your time. Are you dressed in snakeskin, but you tend to show just a little bit of holiness? Spirit is saying, don't worry. Don't worry that, oh, if I leave him, if I leave her, somebody else is gonna get them. No. Somebody else is gonna take my job. No. Spirit says no one can take from you what they did not give you. No one. And see, the divine has something for you, but you are so focused on your pain, pleasing people, sitting in this pit of uncomfortable discomfort, that you refuse to get up, take your clothes off, shed that fakeness, that falseness, that foolishness, step onto dry land, put some clothes on. Yes, you may be wounded, a wounded healer, but you will work on that. You will